now struck 12. Get thee to bed, Francisco.
For this relief, much thanks, for it is bitter cold, and I am sick at heart.
Have you had quiet guard?
Not about stirring.
Well, good night. If you do meet Horatio and Marcellus, the rivals on my watch, bid them make haste.
I think I hear them now. Stand up! Who's there?
Francis Brown!
And policemen to the day! Give you good night. Oh, farewell, honest soldier who has relieved you. Bernardo, that's my place.
Hola, Bernardo!
Give you good night.
Say, was Horatio there?
Peace of him.
Welcome, Horatio. Welcome, good Marcellus.
What, has the thing appeared again tonight?
I've seen nothing.
Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy, and will not let belief take hold of him touching this dreaded sight twice seen by us. Therefore I have entreated him along with us to watch the minutes of this night, that if again this apparition come, he may approve our eyes and speak to it.
Tosh will not appear.
Sit down a while, and let us once again assail your ears that are so fortified against our story, what we have 2 nights seen. Last night of all, when yon same star that's westward from the pole made his course to illume that part of heaven where now burns Marcellus and myself, the bell then beating 1.
Peace break thee off, the word comes again! In the same figure of the king that's dead! Thou art a scholar! Mark me, Horatio!
What's it not like the king? Speak to it, Horatio!
What art thou that usurp this time of night? Together in that band warlike form in which the majesty of buried Denmark did sunlight to march. By heaven I charge thee, speak!
Question it, Horatio!
See, it stalks away.
Say, speak, speak!
It is offended.
How now,
It is
Horatio?
gone.
How now, Horatio, you tremble and look pale. Is not this something more than fantasy? What think you on?
Before my God, I might not disbelieve that the sensible and true avouch of mine own eyes.
Is it not like the king?
Most like, and here must be a feared wonder.
Okay, good. Sit down and tell me, he that knows, why the same strict and most observant watch so nightly toils the subject of the land, and who is it that can inform me?
That could I. At least the whisper goes so. Our last king, whose image even but now appeared to us, was, as you know, by Fortinbras of Norway, dared to the combat, in which our valiant Hamlet did slay this Fortinbras, and by a compact well ratified by law and heraldry, did forfeit all those set his lands to the conqueror. Now, sir, young Fortinbras hath struck a list of lawless resolutes to recover those foresaid lands. This, I take it, is the main motive of us our watch. But look, behold lo where it comes again! I'll cross the throat of blasphemy, say illusion. If thou art any use or sound of voice, speak to me. If thou art privy to thy country's faith with happily foreknown way of loyal, speak.
Shall I strike at it?
Do it, for will not stand.
'Tis here!
'Tis here.
'Tis gone and will not answer. We do it wrong, being so majestical to offer a show of violence. For it is like the air invulnerable that our vein flows malicious mockery.
I was about to speak when the cock crew.
And then it started like a guilty thing. But look, the morning rustle mantle cloud walks over the dew of yon eastward hill. Break we our watch up, and by my advice, let us depart we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. For the spirit dumb to us will speak to him.
Though yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory to grieve. We with wisest sorrow think on him. Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, being hero, jointress to this warlike state, with mirth in funeral and with dirge in marriage, taken to one. Now follows that you know in Fortinbras, holding weak supposal of our war. We're thinking, by our late dear brother's death, our state to be disjointed and out of frame. Colleague with the dream of his advantage, he hath not failed to pester us with message, importing the surrenders of those lands lost by his father, by all bonds of law, to our most valiant brothers. So much for him. Now, good Cornelius, forbearer to old Norway, Let your haste commend your duty.
With this and all things, I will show my duty.
Heartily farewell. Now, Laertes, you said of some suit. What is it, Laertes?
My dread lord, your leave in favor to return to France. What does my father think?
He hath, my lord, run through him I slowly by laboursome petition, and upon his will I have sealed my heart consent. I do beseech you, give him leave to go.
Time be thine, Laertes. And to my cousin Hamlet, now my son.
A little more than kin and less than kind.
How is it the clouds still hang on you?
Oh, no, my lord, I am too much of the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thine color off, and let thine eye look like a friend on Denmark. Do not forever with thy veiled lids seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou knowest 'tis common all lives must die, passing through nature to eternity.
Ay, madam, it is common.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam, nay, it is. I know not seems. 'Tis not alone in this inky cloak, good mother, nor in the customary suits of solemn black, nor not in the windy suspiration of forced breath, no, not in the dejected river, dejected hater and the visage, but together with all forms, moods, shapes of grief that can be no need to these indeed seem that these are the actions that a man might play. For I have this within which passing show that these but the trappings and the suits of woe.
'Tis a loving and a fair reply, Hamlet. To give you leave to invert, we beseech you, but we then say in order.
We pray thee, Hamlet, stay with us. Go not to Wittenberg.
Shall do my best to obey you now.
Come away.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, resolve itself into the dew. Or that the everlasting had not fixed his head against self-slaughter. Oh, God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world are. My honest foe! 'Tis the garden that grows the seed of things rank and gross in nature, but 2 months dead, nay, not so much, not 2. So loving a king, so excellent, so loving to my mother, oh how she would hang on him! As if increase of appetite had grown by what it fed on and yet in a month. Let me not think on it. Frailty, thy name is woman! Or to hear those dudes were old, which she followed my forefather's body like Naomi, all tears. Why she, even she, oh God, a beast! A beast that with discourse of reason would have mourned longer, but married with my uncle, my father's brother! No more life than I to Hercules. In a month, no sooner had the blushing of her veiled and galled eyes, she married with the most wicked speed to post. It is, no, it cannot come to good, for I must hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship.
And with you too. Horatio, do I forget myself?
This day, my lord, your poor servant ever.
Horatio. Oh, I'll change that good name with you. But what made you from Whitburg, Horatio? Marcellus!
My good lord,
I do believe to ask, good evening, sir, to see you both, but I do ask, when is it that you guys have come from Whitburg from?
A true disposition, good my lord.
I know you are no truant. Do not do mine own ears that violence. But I pray thee, why hast thou come to Denmark? We'll teach you to drink deep, ere you depart, huh? Here, a glass.
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
I pray thee, do not mock me, fellow student.
Edith followed hard upon.
Thrift, Horatio. The funeral, baked meats, coldly furnished forth the marriage table when I have met my dearest home in heaven. Horatio, my father. Methinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
I saw your father once. He was a goodly king.
He was a man. Take him for all in all and shall not look upon his life again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesterday.
Saw who?
My lord, the king, your father.
The king, my father. For God's love, let me hear.
2 nights together, and these gentlemen, Marcellus and Bernardo, on their watch, in the dead and fast in the middle of the night. A figure like your father encountered them. I knew your father. These hands are not more alike.
Where was this?
My lord, upon the platform where we watched.
Did you not speak to me?
My lord, I did, but answer me as none.
Strange. What do you watch tonight?
We do, my lord.
Armed, say you?
Armed, my lord.
From top to toe.
My lord from head to foot.
And saw you not his face.
Oh, yes, my lord.
Fix his eyes upon you?
Most constantly.
How do you look? Proud of him?
A countenance more in sorrow than in angry.
Pale and red.
Nay, very pale.
His beard was grizzled, no?
It was, my lord, as I've seen it in my life, a sable silver.
At what time was this?
At about 12, my lord.
Later.
Not when I saw it.
I will watch tonight. Perchance it will walk again.
I warned it will.
Your loves, is mine to you. Farewell.
Our
Our
duty
duty
to your honor.
On the platform, 11, 12, I'll be seeing you. My father's spirit up in arms. All is not well. I doubt some foul day, some foul play. Yes, foul deeds will rise, though the earth overwhelm them to men's eyes.
My necessaries are embarked. Farewell, and sister, as the winds give benefit and convoy is assistant, do not sleep, but let me hear from you.
Do you doubt them?
For Hamlet and the trifling of his favor hold it a passion and a toy in blood. A violet moves the prime in nature. Forward, that permanent sweet, that lasting. The perfume and suppliance of a minute, no more.
No more, but so.
Think it no more. Perhaps he loves you now, and I have soiled and coddled up the virtue of his will. But you must fear. His greatest way, his will is not his own, for he himself is subject to his birth. He may not, as unvalued persons do, carve with his will, for on his choice depends the safety and health of this whole state. Then lay but lies for army. If you crave fear, you list his songs, or lose your heart, your chaste treasure open to his unmatched opportunity. Fear it, Ophelia, fear it, my dear sister, and keep you out of the rear of your affections. Be wary then, that safety lies in fear. If to itself rebels, though none else hear.
I shall conduct this good lesson to you as watchman to my heart. But, good, my brother, do not as some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, while like a puffed and reckless liberty, himself a foremost path valiance treads and wrecks not his own reeking.
Oh, fear me not! I stay too long for hear my monotones.
Yet here, Laertes, aboard for shame. The wind sits in the shoulder of your sail, and you are stayed for. There, my blessing with thee. And these few precepts in thy memory. Know thou character. Give thou dost no act, or any proportioned thought has come. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Those friends thou hast in their adoption tribe, grapple them unto thy soul with hoops of steel. But do not dull thy palm with each new-fledged unhatched comrade.
Beware of entry to a quarrel, but being in, bear it, that the atonement may beware of thee. Give every man thy ear, but the few thy voice. Take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. Costly thy habit as thy purse can buy, but not express what you fancy, rich not. God, for peril oft proclaims the man, neither a borrower nor a lender be. For loan oft loseth both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This above all, to thine own self be true. As it must follow as the day connected, do not then be false to any man. Farewell, my blessing season this to be.
I'm leaving, I take my leave.
The time invites you to go, your servants end.
Farewell.
It is in my memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key of it.
Farewell.
What is it, Ophelia? They have said to you.
So please you something touch with the Lord Hamlet. Very well thought. 'Tis told me he hath very oft of late given private time to you. What is between you? Give me up the truth.
My lord,
He hath showed me any tenderness of his affection as of late. Affection! Woo! You speak like a green girl, unsifted in such perilous circumstances. Do you believe his tenders, as you call them? Lord, I do not know what I should believe. Mary, I'll teach you. Think yourself a baby. You have taken these tenders for true pay. That is not sterling. Tender yourself more dearly. Or, not to crack the wind, the poor phrase running it thus, you'll tender me a fool.
My lord, he hath importuned with love and honorable passion.
Aye, fashion, you may call it. Go to. Be somewhat scanter of your maiden presence. Set your entreaties on a higher rate, this is for all. I would not, in plain terms, so slender any moment's leisure to give word or talk of the Lord Hamlet. Look to it, I charge you. Come your ways.
I shall obey. The air by shrewdly is very cold.
And if it's eager air,
What hour now?
think it lacks a 12.
No, it is struck.
Indeed, I heard it not. And it draws near the season when the spirit helps one to walk. What does this mean, my lord?
The king doth wake tonight and take his rounds.
Look, my lord, it comes!
Angels and ministers of grace defend us. If those spirits from heaven or goblin damned, united such wicked or terrible, death comes in such a questionable shape. I'll call thee Hamlet, king, Thane, royal. Oh, answer me. Tell why has hidden thy foe towards the death. First, there's ceremony to cast thee up again. Tell me why. Wherefore, what should we do?
It beckons you to go away with it, as if in some apartment it desires you alone.
look with what courteous action it waves you to more removed ground, but do not go with it.
No, by no means.
Why? It won't speak. It beckons me still. I'll follow it.
Do not go, my lord.
But why? It beckons me still. I'll follow it.
You shall not go, my lord.
Why? What should be the fear?
What if it kept you toward the flood, my lord? Or to the dreadful summit of the cliff? And there assumes some other horrible form which might deprive your sovereignty of reason and draw you to madness. Think of it!
It waves me still. I will follow it. Go. I'll follow thee.
Do not go, my lord.
Lay your hands off me. My faith cries out. Still I am called. Go. I'll follow.
We wax his desperate with imagination. It does not fit us to obey him. Let's follow.
To what issue will this come?
There's something wrong with the state of Denmark.
Heaven will direct it.
Nay, let's follow him.
Speak. I'll go no further.
Mark me.
I will.
My hour is almost come. When I too sulphurous and tormenting flames must render up myself.
Oh God. Alas, poor ghost.
Pity me not, but lend thy serious hearing to what I shall unfold.
Speak. I'm bound to hear.
So art thou shalt revenge when thou shalt hear. I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain turkey walk of the night, to the days confined and fastened fires, the bell cross of the days of nature are burnt and purged away.
Oh God.
List, oh list, that thou didst ever find thy dear father love. Revenge is most foul and unnatural murder.
Murder!
Murder most foul, as it is best. This most foul, strange and unnatural.
Oh, horrible.
I find thee out. Now, Hamlet, 'tis given out sleeping within my orchard. A serpent stung me, so that by the whole ear of Denmark is rankly abused upon my death. But now, thou noble youth, the serpent that stung thy father's life, now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophet. So my uncle.
I, that incestuous, that adulterate beast, with witchcraft that is wit. One, the shameful lust of my most seeming virtuous queen. Oh, Hamlet, what a falling off was there. From me, whose love was of that dignity that went hand in hand to the vows that I made to her in marriage, to decline upon a wretch whose natural gifts were poured to those of mine. Oh, but soft. Thinks I set the morning air. Grief let me be. Sleeping within my orchard, my custom of the hour. Upon my secure hour, thy uncle stole with juice of accursed poison in a vial. And in the porches of my ears did he lay that leprous distillment. Thus was I, sleeping by a brother's hand. Of life, of crown, of queen at once dispatched, cut off even the blossoms of my own sins, no beckoning be made, and sent to my account with all the imperfections laying upon my head.
Oh, horrible, horrible.
Most horrible. If thou so hast nature in thee, bear it not. Let not the royal bed of Denmark be a couch of damned luxury and incest. But howsoever thou pursuest this act, taint not thy mind, nor let thy soul contrive against thy mother aught. Leave her to heaven, and to the bushes that lie in her bosom lodge, to prick and sting her. Fare thee well at once. The glowworms show the maton to be near, and gins to his pale and effectual fire. Adieu, my son. Adieu. Hamlet, remember me.
God, oh heavens, oh earth, what else shall I couple hell? Remember thee, I will remember thee, my heaven. A villain, a smiling, damned villain, my uncle, that one may smile and still be a villain, or at least it may be so in Denmark. He's doing. Remember thee. There it is. Uncle, meet it is. I set it down. The ones that is due. Do remember me. Sword.
My lord! Lord Hamlet!
Haven't you hear him?
So be it.
How is it, my noble lord?
What news, my lord?
Wonderful news.
Good, my lord, tell it.
No, you reveal it.
Not I, my lord.
Nor I.
And what would I think of such a man? What I'm about to tell you. Look. I think it is best that we Shake hands apart. You, who has your business and desire shall point you for all men of business and desire. I must play my own poor part.
These are vile and whirling words, my lord.
Sorry they offend you.
There's no offense.
Yes, there is, Horatio. Much offense to it. It is an honest cause we have seen. Friends, scholars. We are friends, scholars, and soldiers. Is there a village well in all Denmark? Never make known what you have seen tonight.
Aye, by heaven, my lord.
Heaven,
They but swear it.
my lord, faith.
In faith, my lord.
Upon my sword.
Oh, we have sworn, my lord, already.
You can swear again. Such a swear. Swear it!
My lord, faith, not I.
Look. From this time forth, seeing me, you never shall, with arms encumbered thus, or by pronouncing of some doubtful phrase, or by this head shake, because there are more things in heaven and earth that are tread up in your philosophy, Horatio.
Swear!
Rest to the spirit, though I've heard the old king. Swear!
Swear!
We swear.
Good friends. The love is mine to you, to commend myself to you. Though these will rise, though the earth will overwhelm them, and dies.
Okay, knight, this is a wonder strange.
Wonders indeed.
Here's money and these notes and all that.
I will, my lord.
You'll do marvelous wise, Ronaldo, when you go to make inquiry of his engagement.
My lord, I didn't intend it.
Take you, as twere, some distant knowledge of him. I know his father and his friends and impart him. Do you mark this, Ronaldo?
Aye, my lord.
And impart him, but you may say, not well, but if it be he, I mean he is very wild, addictive, so-and-so, and there you may put on what forgeries you please.
As gaming, my lord?
Ah, yes, drinking, swearing, fencing, quarreling, grabbing, you may go so far.
My lord, that would dishonor him.
That's not my meaning, but breathe his faults so quaintly that they may seem to taint so little.
But, my lord.
Wherefore should you do this?
Aye, my lord, I would know that.
Mary, here's my drift, and I do think it is a fetch of wit. You laying these slight sellies on my son, he closes with you in such consequence. Good sir, or so, or a friend, or a gentleman.
Aye, my lord.
And does he this? He does. What was I about to say? By the mass, I was about to say something. Where did I leave?
At close of consequence, close friend or gentleman?
I saw him enter such a house of sale. A brothel, or so forth. See now. This bait of falsehood will take the carp of truth. You have me, have you not?
I have, my lord.
I'll be with you very well.
Aye, my lord.
Observe his inclination in yourself,
I will, my lord.
and let him play his music.
Oh, my lord. I was so afraid.
With what?
My lord, as I was sewing in my closet, Lord Hamlet has done like all of a brace, pale as his shirt, his knees knocking each other. To speak of a word.
Have for thy love?
My lord, I do not know, but truly I do fear it.
What's that mean?
Revive the purse and help me heart. Then go seek the light of all my own. And with a hand over his brow, he falls to such perusal of my face as he would try. Longs to do so. At last the little shaking of mine arm persuaded up and down. That being done, he lets me go. He seemed to make his way without his eyes. Front doors he went without their helps, and betted their light.
What, have you given him any hard words of late?
My lord, I did as you
That hath made him mad. Come, go we to the king, this must be known. And being it that my noble will grieve to hide and hate to utter love.
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Moreover, that we much love to see you. Something have you heard of Hamlet's transformation? What could be more than his father's death? I do not think that thus hath put him so far from the understanding of himself. I cannot dream. I entreat you, Lord.
Good gentleman, he hath talked much of you. I'm sure I am two men there are not living to whom he more adheres. If it would please you to show us so much gentry and goodwill as to extend your visit with us a while for the supply and profit of our hope, your visit would be greeted with such thanks as fits a king's remembrance.
Well, both your majesty, my sovereign power you have of us, like to command or into command and into retreat.
But we both obey, and here give of ourselves in the full bend to lay our service freely at your feet to be commanded.
Thank you, Rosencrantz and the dear Guildenstern.
Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz, and I beseech you instantly to visit my much too changed son, and then to make our presence and our practices pleasant and helpful to him. Aye, amen.
The ambassadors from Norway and my good lord are joyfully returned. Old Norway sent out tidings to express his levies against his nephew, your highness Fortinbras. In brief, obeys, receives rebuke from Norway, makes vow before his uncle nevermore to give the essay of arms against your majesty. With an entreat, whereon old Norway overcome grief gives he 3,000 crowns in annual fee to employ his soldiers so levied as before against the whole land, with an entreaty herein further show. That it might so please you to give quiet pass for your dominions for this enterprise, as such standards of safety and allowance as there are set down.
He likes it well.
And I do believe I have come the cause of Hamlet for this.
I doubt it is no other than me, or his father's death and our hasty marriage.
My liege and madam, to expostulate what majesty should be, what duty is, why day is day, night, and time is time, or only to waste night, day, and time. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outer flourishes, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. Mad call I it, for what were true madness than to be anything but mad, but let that go.
More matter with less art.
Good madam, I swear, I use no art at all. That he is mad, 'tis true, and pity 'tis true. But now remains that we find the cause of this effect, or rather, the cause of this defect. Repent. I have a daughter, have while she is mine, and her obedience mark hath given me this. Now gather and surmise.
To the celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautified Ophelia.
That's an ill phrase. A vile phrase. Unified is a vile phrase, but you shall hear thus.
In her excellent white bosom came this bid for any poet or player who could not come to the cups in question.
Now that it is true. See, you know, not unbelievable for me. For my uncle is king of Denmark, and those who would make mows at him now give 20, 30, 40 ducats apiece for his future and little blood. Where are the players?
There are the players, my lord.
Oh, welcome, good friend. Welcome to Denmark. Well, be with you, gentlemen. Oh. Sir, I do say you. I do perchance prophecy that the Lord over there will come and tell us that he's seen the banners. My lord, I have news to tell you.
And I have news to tell you.
The players are come hither, my lord. Oh, Jephthah.
Buzz, buzz!
Upon mine honor. Oh yes, Jephthah, judge of Israel. pastoral, comical pastoral, historical comical, tragical historical, poem indivisible, or scene unlimited. Seneca cannot be too heavy, nor Plautus too light. For the law of liberty and the writ, these are the only men.
Was thou knowest the flight of Jephthah?
What treasure had he, my lord?
Daughter, not one more.
Still on my daughter.
All right, then. Now, pray, speak me speech. I have heard one back when we saw you last.
What speech, my lord?
Oh, it was never enacted. It was Aeneas' tale to the Phaedo. The portion of it does, proclaim close to the account of Pyrrhus' slaughter. So, come. Begin.
Anon, he finds him, striking too short at the Greeks his antique sword. His antique sword, rebellious to his arm, lies where it falls, repugnant to command. Unequal match, Pyrrhus at crying drives, and in rage strikes wide, but with the whip and wind of his fell sword, the unnerved father falls. For lo, his sword, which was declining on the milky head of reverend Priam, seems in the air to stick. And like neutral to his will and matter, the painted tyrant stood and did nothing. But, after Pyrrhus' pause, aroused vengeance sets him new work, and never did the Cyclops' hammers fall on Mars' armor forged for proof etern, with less remorse than Pyrrhus' bleeding sword now falls on Priam. Out. Out, thou strumpet fortune, all you gods in general sin, and take away her power, break all the spokes and fellies from her wheel, and fall around me down the hills of heaven, as low as to the fiends.
This is too long. To the barber you can hear. Go on, please, come for Hector.
But who? Oh, who had seen the mobled queen? That's good. Mobled queen is good.
Ready? Good.
Run barefoot up and down, threading the flames with besong broom. A clout upon her head where the late datum stood for a robe. About her leg and all over teemed lions and blanket. And the alarm of fear caught up. This who had seen with tongue and venom steeped would have treason pronounced. But if the gods did see her then, when she saw Pyrrhus make malicious sport in the mincing with his sword of her husband's limbs, the instant burst of clamor that she made would have been milked in the burning ice of heaven and passion in the gods. Look, he hath turned the color of his face and has tears in his eyes. Pray you no more.
My good lord, I pray thee, can you see if these apples well bestowed?
My lord, I will use them according to their desert.
I will have thee speak me a speech tomorrow night. All right? Go on, follow that lord.
Come, sirs.
Sir, do you know the play The Murder of Pisago?
Aye, my lord.
Do you think tonight you could study it, and could I perhaps insert in it a speech of a dozen or so lines to insert in it? Do you think you could?
Aye, my lord.
All right, I'll have that delivered to you at once. Take this book, bring it to the Lord. Go follow that Lord, and I pray you, mock him not. Now, big friend, you are welcome to Elsinore. So, you're welcome to the castle.
Thank you, my lord.
Now I'm alone. Oh,
an ass am I? That I, the son of a dear father murdered, prompted to my revenge by heaven and hell, must have packed my heart with words, fall a cursing like a very drab Rascolian. Ionic foe, but bow to my brain. Those players there. Tomorrow night I'll have them play something like the murder of my father, and tempt them to the quick, my uncle. Pete but blench, know my course. For the spirit I have seen may have been the devil, but the devil hath power to assume a pleasing shape, yes. Yes. The play is the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
And can you, by no different circumstance, get them in line with this officer?
Does confess he finds himself distracted, but for what cause he will by no means speak.
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with a crafty madness keeps aloof when we are bringing to some confession of his true state.
Did he receive you well? Most like a gentleman.
But with much forcing of his disposition.
Did you assay him to any pastime? Madam, it so fell out that certain players we are wrought in the way. Of these we told him, and there did seem a kind of joy of him to hear of it. They are about the court, and as I do believe, they've already been ordered to play before him tonight.
'Tis most true, and he beseeched me to entreat your majesties to hear and see the matter.
Oh, it warms my heart to hear him so inclined. Boys, keep him on these pleasures.
I know it.
Gertrude, you leave us too. For Hamlet is coming.
Ophelia, welcome here. Gracious, so please you will bestow ourselves. Read on this book. That such an act may color your liliness. I hear him coming with the straw, my lord.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis noble the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of our raging fortune, or to take up arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing we end them. Yes, to die, to sleep no more, and by to sleep we say to end 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation about me to be wished. Yes, to die, to sleep, but to sleep perchance to dream. Ah, there's the rub. When we have shuffled off this mortal coil, let's give us pause. See, there's a respect that makes calamity of so long a life. For who would Farnell's buried, run and sweat under a weary life? To suffer, the oppressor's wrong, the pain to despise love, the laws away, the assaults of office, and words and errors, it makes a marriage with, but to suffer for so long under a weary life, all for the fear of something after death, just the undiscovered country, from where who's born no traveler returns, it puzzles the will and makes us rather bear those ills than to fly to others that we know not of. Yes, yes. Conscience thus makes cowards of us all. When a native view of resolution is still compelled passive thought, friends through pits and talk to you now. The fair Ophelia, nymph, in my origins, with all my sins be remembered. Good my lord, how does your honor for this many day? Oh, I humbly thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrances I have long to redeliver. I pray you not receive them.
No. I never gave you aught.
My lord, you know right well you did, and with them words were so sweet and proposed for lost. Take these again. Rich gifts sparks poor with givers.
Are you honest?
My lord,
you fair.
What means your lordship?
If you be honest and fair, your beauty women no discourse your honesty.
Could beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
Aye, for beauty can no sooner transform from what is a bawd to his likeness. This was sometimes a paradox, but now time gives it proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
Should not have believed me. For virtue is not so inoculate our old stock. We must relish in it. Love me not.
I was the more deceived.
Look you. Where is your father?
At home, my lord.
Good. Let him take a fool nowhere but in his own bed. Ophelia. Get thee to memory. Go.
Sweet heavens, please restore him.
Say again, I'll give thee this place thy dowry. Thou as chaste as thy purest milk, thou shalt not escape calumny. Why would thou be a breeder of sinners? I myself am indifferent, honest. I am very arrogant, selfish. I have more thoughts, threats at my beck than thoughts to put them in action. And I don't have the energy to take them in. But no matter. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? Huh? Get thee to an uttering.
Heavens, please help him.
Thou needs Mary, Mary of gold, for wise men know what monsters you make of them. Monsters. We will have no marriages. Those that are married already, all in one, shall keep as they are. Oh, you.
Me too. Oh, what a noble mind is overthrown. See what I see. See what I see.
Oh, his affections did not that way tend, and what he spake was not with madness. But Hamlet, with speed to England.
It shall do well. How now, Ophelia? You need not tell us what the Lord Hamlet said to her at all. My lord, do as you please, but if it be fit, let his queen mother alone entreat him after with her. Let her be round with him. If she find him not, to England send him, or confine him where your wisdom best shall think.
Shall be so. Those madness and great ones must not go unwatched go.
Gently. For the very torrent and tempest of your emotions, you must require to get a sort of smoothness. Because, oh! It offends me to the soul. Your very padded fellow tear, passions and tatters. The very rags! To spit, split, the ears of the groundling, more capable of nothing more but an inexplicable dumb show that annoys it out. Parrot! I pray you, avoid it. I warrant your honor. You not detain neither, with your own discretion for your tutor. For the purpose of acting is to hold a mirror up to oneself and observe features and reflect nature. Don't touch me. Reflect nature without it. Now, go make you ready. Go. You go too. Horatio! Horatio! Give me a man. As good as you know, learning my heart.
Oh, my sweet lord.
Oh, man, you don't think I flatter for men like you who put in my heart of heart, my heart of hearts. Anyway, there is a place tonight before the king. One circumstance of which comes very, very near. The event I told you of my father's death. Now, when thou seest that at the foot, me too, assume mine uncle's face. It is a cultic field does not itself unkennel, and one speech it is a damned ghost that we've seen in my thoughts, damned and black as hell, where to it will go. But, they come soon. I do hear them coming. Look you, go find your seat.
How fares our cousin Hamlet?
Oh, well, it's a chameleon's dish. Ate that at the end. Not so much of you. Does that understand? Does
Yes.
that? My good lord, that was an actor once.
That's done? Good lord, and was accounted a good actor.
Yes. Yes. But what part did thou act?
I didn't act Julius Caesar. Brutus killed me in the Capitol.
Ah, alas, Brutus. So capital. Killed so capital cap. Such a villain, such a villain. Now, the players. Are you ready?
Hither are they coming, to offer you their service.
Okay, good.
Come hither, my dear Hamlet. Sit by me.
No, ma'am. No. Here's a medal much more attractive.
You are married, my lord?
Oh, yes, why? What can a man think of being married? Look, you how my mother smiled. And my father died within these 2 hours.
'Tis twice 2 months, my lord.
Oh, well then, there's great hope that a man's memory will live. For half a year.
For us and for our tragedy, here stooping to your clemency, we beg your hearing patiently.
Is this the prologue or cozy of a ring?
'Tis brief, my lord.
As a woman's love.
Full! 30 times hath Phoebus' cart gone round. Since did our hands unite communal in most sacred bands.
So many journeys may the sun and moon make us count of our love be done. But, woe is me! You are so sick of late, so far from cheering from your former state.
Faith! I must leave thee, and shortly too. My apparent powers leave their functions to do, and thou shalt live in this fair world behind, honored, beloved, and happily one is kind. For husband shalt
Oh,
thou.
but not the rest! Such love needs be treason in my breast. And second husband let me be accursed, not but the second, but who killed the first. A second time, I'll kill my husband dead when a second husband kisses me again.
Oh, wormwood.
I do believe you now you speak, but what we do determine ought we break.
Both here and hands pursue me lasting strife. If once a widow, ever I be wife.
'Tis deeply sworn. Sweet, leave me here a while. My spirits grow dull and vain. I would beguile the tedious day with sleep.
Sleep rough thy brain, and never come this chance between us three.
How does that look,
The lady protests too much, methinks.
She'll keep her word.
Is there no offense in it?
Oh, no offense. do but play. No offense, but there is poison. Yes, but no offense.
What?
For us have pure souls. The way's not on us.
What do you call the play?
Mousetrap married Howe. Shockingly, is murder set in Vienna. The Duke, his name is Gonzaga, and his wife Baptista, excuse Manon, is a famous piece of work written in choice Italian now. That there, that is Lucianus, nephew, the king. Now, begin. Murder.
Thoughts, black, hands apt, drugs fit, and time agreeing. Confederate season, else no creature seeing, thou mixture. Rank of midnight weeds collected with Hecate's band, thrice blasted, thrice infected. Thy natural magic and dire property, unwholesome life usurp immediately.
Poisoned him. His name is Gonzaga. And you shall see anon of the murderer that gets the love of Gonzaga's wife.
I need light!
Did I see that?
I take note of him.
Upon the crime of poisoning.
I get very well out of him.
Oh my God. Come. This is good time. Come, some recorders, some music. Where are the recorders? Music. Oh, thank you. Now.
Good, my lord. Vouchsafe me a word with you.
Sir, well, history.
Put your discourse into some frame and start out so wildly for my affair.
I am Tame Mark.
The queen, your mother, in great spirit, hath sent me to you.
Queen. That's so?
She says your behavior hath struck her into amazement and adoration.
Oh, so wonderful, and so astonish a mother. What else?
She wishes to speak with you in her closet. Ere you go to bed.
I will go and see her. Dost thou any other business here?
My lord, you once did love me.
I did. By these pickers and stealers.
My lord, what is the cause of your distemper? You shoot your bar at the doors upon your own liberty. You deny your griefs to your friend.
Do not know how to answer of this.
How can that be when you have the voice of the king himself in your succession in Denmark?
I do not know what to make of this. Can you play upon this pipe?
I cannot.
You tell you.
My lord, I cannot.
You beseech you.
I know no touch of it, my lord.
It is as easy as lying.
I cannot to no utterance of harmony play. I have not the skill.
It's as easy as lying. Give a breath with your fingers and thumb. Are you saying that I'm easier to be played upon than a pipe? Pardon me. No, you can threat me. And you can sting me. You cannot blame me!
My lord, the queen would speak to you in presently.
My lord! See that cloud over yonder? He thinks it looks like a camel.
It's very like a camel.
Maybe back like a weasel?
Like a weasel indeed.
And he thinks it's more back like a whale.
Very like a whale.
Well, then I will come to my mother by and by.
I will say so.
Yes, by and by is usually sat down. Maybe he can. It's time. Such a time at night. Churchyards yawn, and hell itself breathes out. I will go to my mother. Alas, I will speak daggers to her, but I will use none. I must be cruel, only to be kind. Yes, I will use none.
I like him not. No safe and safe with us to let his madness reign. Therefore, heed England. Along shall with him. Be gone. Oh! My offense is running to the heavens. It's angels. Help! Angels! What form of prayer may help me get rid of this murder, a brother's murder? What if the blood is so thick of my hand? Is there not rain strong enough in the heavens to wash it white as snow? Ah!
Now what am I doing? That is praying. Now what do we do? We send to heaven. No. No. I'll firmly no. Not that I can revenge my father. No. I must get him. When he is some sinful act. Gaming or swearing or in the incestuous pleasure of his bed. Then I will trip him. So that his heels may take a heaven, but his soul will be black and damned as hell whereto it goes. Yes. That's the plan.
My words rise up. My thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go.
He will come straight with you lay home to him. Tell him that his pranks have been too broad to bear, and that you have stood between much heat and him. All sconce me even here. Pray you be round.
Hear me out. Withdraw. I hear him coming.
Mother! Mother! Mother!
Mother, what's wrong? Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
No. No. No, mother. You have my father, mother.
Come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, you question with a wicked.
Why, how now, Hamlet?
What's the matter now?
Have you forgot me?
No, I think not so. You are my mother, the queen.
Hey, then I'll set those two that can speak.
Here, sit down. I draw you up a glass. Say you may see the most innermost part of yourself.
What wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me. Help! 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 What? Help!
No, right, get for some time.
I'm slain. Oh me, what hast thou done?
Nay, I know not. Was it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this?
Almost as rash and almost as bloody as kill a king.
Has killed a king.
Yeah. I believe it was my word.
What have I done that thou darest wag thy tongue and noise so rude against me?
Such an act that blur the grace and modesty, that plucks the rose from her forehead and sets a blister there, and makes marriage vows as false as dicer's oaths.
What act that roars so loud and thunders at the index?
And here, on the picture, two brothers. Look you, smiling. The first. That was the king. That was my king. That was your husband. And look what followed. Like a mildewed ear, blasting his wholesome brother. You cannot call it love, for at your age, what judgment was there persist to this?
Oh, Hamlet, no more. Thou hast turned mine eyes into my very ears, and there I see such black and green spots as will not leave their tink. No more these words like daggers entered my ears.
Is a king, a of villain, murderer, and no more! King of shreds and patches and... Save me, good angels. Hover over me with your wings. What has thou come for? Please, pray to the top. Hast thou come to the hardy son to try, to oblige the time and fashion and forgone himself? Please, speak!
Do not forget, this visitation is such one thy almost wanted purpose. But look, a maiden on thy mother sits. Oh, step between her and her fighting soul. Conceit in weakest body, strongest words. Speak to her, Hamlet.
What goes it with you, lady?
Alas, how is it with you, that you do bend your eye on vacancy and with the incorporeal air to hold discourse? Oh, gentle sun, upon the heat and flame of thy distemper, sprinkle cool patience. Whereon do you look?
On him, on him. Look you how pale he glares. Do you see nothing there?
Nothing yet all is that I see.
Or do you nothing hear?
Nothing but ourselves.
Why look you now, even now out he goes. Out the portal!
This is the very coinage of your brain.
It is not madness! That I utter mother for the love of grace. Confess yourself to heaven. Pray for what's done, repent what's past, and void what's to come.
Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
And throw away the wizard part of it! Was I cure with the other half? I'll leave you good night. When thou desirest, do not go to my uncle's bed. Assume a virtue, you have it not. Once more good night. And if you do desire a blessing, I will beg of thee. I do the same, Lord. For I do repent, but heaven hath pleased it so to punish me with this and this to me. So, I must be cruel and be kind. As bad begins, the worst remains behind. You know I vowed for England.
Alack, I forgot 'tis so concluded on.
Yes, there are letters sealed. My two schoolfellows who I trust as artists faint! Escort me there themselves now. Once more, good night. Your mother now. Come you, good Lord. Let the guns up into the neighbor's room. Good night, my mother!
Oh, Gertrude. This mattering sighs, these profound heaves. You must translate it. Where is Hamlet?
Oh, my lord, what have I seen tonight?
What? Gertrude. Where is Hamlet?
Mad as the sea and wind, when both contend. But which is mightier in his lawless fit? Behind the arrows, hearing something stir, whips out his rapier, cries, a rat, and in his brainish apprehension, kills the unseen good old man.
Oh, hang me! Ho, Guildenstern! Hamlet hath slain Polonius. Go fetch him! Away! Hamlet will get all of our best friends, and we will find him, and we will fix this. Hamlet, where is Polonius?
At supper.
At supper! Where?
Not where it is eaten, but where he is eaten. Yes, in a certain complication of bugs that are eating at him.
What dost you mean by this?
Only to show you how the process of a king himself could go through, perhaps, the guts of a beggar. For fishermen can fish at the worm that is fed of the king, and fish eat the worm that is fed of the king, and
if you nosy up your way to the stairs, you might find him in the lobby.
Go fetch him then!
He'll be waiting till you come!
Hamlet, I exile you to England.
England? What will come of me there? Huh?
If you knew what we had planned, you'd not like it much.
Good. Well, see, sure, this is in there. Though it is no matter. Uncle. Look, your mother. I must go to England. Baby. Goodbye, mother. Goodbye.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
Mother and father, but one flesh. One flesh, mother and father. You are not my father, so come. Come for England.
O England, I ask you, present Hamlet's death.
Go. For me, greet the Danish king. Tell him that, by his legend, Fortinbras craves the conveyance of our promised mercies.
I will do it, my lord.
Come softly on.
Hamlet, sir?
Yes, sir? What is this?
A letter of Norway, sir.
Norway. Whose powers are this?
They're the nephews of old Norway, young Fortinbras.
What does he want?
Truthfully, and with no addition, we seek to gain a small patch of ground in Poland that hath in it no profit with the name.
Why then? Poland will never defend it.
It is already garrisoned.
I'll be thanking, sir.
God be with you.
Well, please you come. My lord.
Friends. Those Kinsfield sent those over before will join me there. Leave me be bit. How all occasions do reform against me and burn my dull revenge. Now the father killed, mother stained. Yes, from
I do not speak with her.
She is importunate, indeed distracted, her mood will leave you pity.
What would she have?
She speaks much of her father. She hears there's tricks in the world, and Hamlet and beats her heart, burns enviously at straws, speaks things in doubt they carry but half sense. Her speech is nothing. Yet the unshaped use of it doth move the hearers to collection. They aim at it, and botch her words up to fit their own thoughts, which as her winks and nods and gestures yield them, indeed would make one think there may be thought, though nothing sure. For good she were spoken with, for she makes true dangerous conjectures in ill-breeding minds.
To my sick soul as sin's true nature is, each toy seems prologue to some great abyss. So full of artless jealousy as guilt, it spills itself in fury to be spilled. How should I your true love know from another one? Why his cockle had his top and his sandal shone. Alas, sweet lady, when it courts the song, say next.
How do you
Loaded with sweet flowers, which they wept to the grave did go, with true love showers.
How do you, pretty lady?
They say the album's a baby star. Lord, we may not know what we are, but we know what we may be. God get your table. Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day. All in the morning the time. And I am made at your window to be your Valentine. Then up he rose and punched the door, and up to take the door, let in the day, but out of reach, he never departed more.
And see upon father.
Indeed, lie, without an oath, I'll make an end of it. For see before the temple me, you promised me to wed my younger son, but not in my dead.
Pretty lady?
Good night, ladies. Good night, sweet, sweet. Good night.
He's mad.
Save yourself, my lord. The ocean overtearing his list. He's not the much more intentional change than young Laertes. And Orion is head. He who forbears your officers. The rabble call him lord. They cry, Laertes shall be king. Laertes king.
Oh, how cheerfully on the false shall they cry. Oh, this is counter, you false Danish dogs.
The door is broke.
Where is my father? Sir, stand walled out.
Laertes.
I pray you give me leave. I thank you, keep the door. Oh, thou vile king, give me my father.
Calmly, good Laertes.
That drop of blood that also came to the after cries come close to the heart. Has come close to my father, breaks the hardest even here. His monstrous brow of my true mother.
Gertrude. Honey.
Where's my father?
There.
But not by him.
How came he then? I will not be juggled with. The hell allegiance that come what comes will the outward men was thoroughly for my father.
Hamlet. Ha. Only slain.
Like his your defenseless while hold my arm. And like the life rendering cavalcade, repent them with my blood.
He's mad. Sorry. There was nothing I could do.
How now with no assistance? Oh, peace. Joy up my brains. Tears 7 times salt. Followed by the sense and virtue of my eyes. My
We shall take our leave. Laertes, take my hand. Script, unless he comes back. What say you in this?
I'll cut his throat in the church.
We shall plan on this. We challenge him to a duel. He was jealous of you.
I'll do it. And with that, I'll anoint my sword with a poison that all who slight me might be dead.
Let's speak on this. I shall prepare him a chalice. When he gets hot and dry, he shall take a drink. If your anointed sword doth not do the job, this shall take care of him. What is it?
How quickly on false terms do these sorrows so quickly they follow. Your sister's drowned, Laertes.
Drowned? Oh, where?
There is a willow, grows aslant a brook, that shows his hoar leaves in the glassy stream. There, with fantastic garlands, did she come of crowflowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples, that liberal shepherds give a grosser name, but our cold maids do dead men's fingers call them. There, on the pendant, bows her cornet weeds, clambering to hang, an envious sliver broke, when down fell her weedy trophies, and herself into the water. Her clothes spread wide and mermaid-like while they bore her up, at which time she started to chant snatches of old tunes as one incapable of her own distress, or like a creature, native and endued. But long it could not be before her garments became heavy with their drink, and pulled the poor wretch from her melodious lay to muddy death.
Alas. And she's drowned?
Drowned. Drowned.
Too much water hast thou for Ophelia. Therefore I forbid my tears. Adieu, my lord. I have a flame that Connie blaze, but that this falling out.
Gertrude, we go too. Alas, how long it took me to plumb into this rage. I fear I have to do it again. We leave.
Stronger than the mason, the shipwright, or the carpenter?
The gallows maker, for that frame outlives 1,000 tenants.
I like highway well, in good faith. The gallows does well, but how does it well? Does well to those that do in. Argal, you could use the gallows, suggesting that it's built better than the church. Do it again, come.
Who built stronger than the mason, the shipwright, or the carpenter?
Aye. Tell me that and unyoke.
Mary, I can tell.
Do it.
Mas, I cannot tell.
Cudgel thy brains no longer, for your dull ass would not mend his pace with beating. And when you are asked this question next, say, a grave maker.
Oh.
For the houses he makes last till doomsday. Now go, get me to Yoggin, fetch me a stoop of liquor.
Contract out the time on my
custom hath made him a property of easiness.
Yes, I guess the hand of little employment hath the daintier sense. That school had a tongue in it. It could speak once. And look how the name delves into the ground as if for King's jawbone. They did first murder. Could it not?
It might, my lord.
Maybe it could be that. Maybe a courtier that could one say, how dost thou, good lord, or how dost thou, good lord, or this could be my good lord, such a one, could it not?
Aye, my lord.
I will speak to this fellow. Yep, I will. Good evening, sir. Whose grave is this?
Mine, sir.
No. Tis the grave. It is for the dead, not for the quick, and those are you are quick. So therefore thou liest.
The quick lie. 'Twill away gain from me to you.
I pray thee further. What man hast thou dig it for?
No man, sir.
What woman then?
Oh, none neither.
Well, then if you dig it not for a man or a woman, then who does that dig it for?
One that was a woman, sir, but rest her soul, she's dead.
How absolute the name is. And not to let you from the dirty shovel. I will ask him. Yes, I will. Good sir, how long have you been a grave maker?
Well, I came to it the day that our old King Hamlet overcame King Fortinbras.
Oh, and when was that, sir?
Cannot you tell? Even a fool can tell that. It was the day that young Hamlet was born. He who is mad and sent to England.
Wait, sent to England, you said? How came he mad then?
Very strangely, they say.
How strangely.
They even upon his wits.
And he is sent for England. Sir? May I ask, whose skull is this?
A horse and bad fellows. You recognize it?
No.
Pestilence on the mad road. He once poured a flagon of radish on my head. This, of course, was the King's Jester, Yorick.
Oh, Yorick. May I see? Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him. Yeah. A fellow of infinite jest. But where be your gifts now? Your gambols, your flashes of merriment? Thou hast borne me on my back 1,000 times. What do you laugh with now, huh? Your hungry lips I kiss, I do not know how oft. Well. Mary Sue, let me ask you a question.
What is it, my lord?
Dost thou think Alexander looked over the statue of the earth?
Even so?
Not so?
Even so.
Huh? But to what base uses we return to Horatio? The bones have no more than the breeding that we play of loggins with them and let the king. Living. Funeral march. Who is it that they follow? Here, couch me a while and take notes. Mark. Not very rarely. Very noble youth. Mark.
They heard the earth a while. And from your vast and unclean flesh they violate the spring.
I tell thee, churlish priest,
A ministering angel shall my sister be when thou liest howling.
Sweets to the sweets, farewell. I hopes thou wouldst have been my Hamlet's wife. I thought thy bride bed to content. Oh, sweet maid, farewell.
What, sweet Ophelia? Oh, troubled wall. Oh, 10 times trouble in thy present head. Wicked and most ingenious sense of pride. Hold off the earth whilst I have her once more in my arms. Now pile the dust upon the wicked, quick and dead, till artist of a mountain you have made, to earth of Ophelia, or the sky is head of Olympus.
Who is it whose grief bears such emphasis? It is I, Hamlet the Dane. Devil, take thy soul. Thou praisest not well. Take thy hands off from thy throat. That you find any something dangerous that you will have to see.
Hamlet, Hamlet!
Pluck them asunder. Good my lord, be quiet.
I will argue on this theme until my eyelids will no longer wag.
I myself what theme?
I loved Ophelia! 40,000 brothers cannot make up my sum! What wilt thou do for her? Huh? Will we? Will take lives a tongue as deep as a throat won't even a crocodile? Huh? I will!
Laertes, he is mad.
For love of God, forbear him!
Oh, sir. Just tell me that all I have to say. Let's go! Do you remember the circumstance?
Remember, my lord?
In my head, there was a kind of fight that would not let me sleep. You thought our indiscretion does serve us well.
That is most certain.
Horatio, up from my cabin, I did find, Horatio, a letter reporting from help from Denmark to England. Did proclaim. Such goblins in my life. They wanted to sharpen the axe and strike off my head.
Is it possible?
It's a submission. Read it at thy leisure, but wilt thou want to know how I did proceed?
We do beseech you.
So, thus we netted round with villainies. I did arise from my cabin, and I walked me up. I saw the letter, picked it up, and devised a plan to write a new commission. Dost thou want to know what I did right?
Good, my lord.
An earnest congregation to the king. Yes, the letter as such commanded that the bearers be put to sudden death.
How was the seal?
Even that was heaven ordained. I had my father's signet in my purse. Sealed it, subscribed it, gave it a handful note, and crept back up and set it back in the pile, the change I'd never known.
So Rosely Cros's guildsman go to it.
Their end does by their own hand, does not weigh on my conscience.
Why, what a king is this?
Such a king, Horatio, who had killed my king and whored my mother and made the damn royal bed of Denmark countenance of incense and all sorts of...
Matters must be overlaid from England. What is the issue of the business there?
The inner rim is mine. Man's life is no more than to say one. Horatio, do admit I have wronged Laertes that stuck in such a sorrowful state. I confessed him saying to he without face. I was so struck by absolute and towering passion.
Your lordship is right. Welcome back to Denmark.
Ah, well, thank you. Well. Last time with this wonderful?
No, my good lord.
Well, he is, looks even well, but he is spacious in the presence of dirt.
Sweet lord, if your lordship were at leisure, I should impart a thing to you from his majesty.
Vouchsafe to remember, put your bonnet to right use this foot ahead.
I thank your lordship, it is very hot.
No. He thinks it's very cold. The wind is northerly.
It is indifferent cold, my lord, indeed.
But yet he thinks it is too sultry and hot. My complexion.
Exceedingly, my lord. It is very sultry as 'twere. I cannot tell how, but, my lord, his majesty bade me signify to you that he has laid a great wager on your head. Sir, this is the matter.
Sir, I do beseech you remember.
Nay, good my lord, for mine is in good faith. Sir, here is newly come to court Laertes, believe me, an absolute gentleman full of most excellent differences, a very soft society and great showing. Indeed, to speak feelingly of him, he is the card or calendar of gentry. For you shall find in him the continent of what part a gentleman would see.
Yes, Laertes. He is very skilled and talented. Pure trace of his umbrage. Nothing more.
Your lordship speaks most infallibly of him.
Why should we wrap ours in a broader breath?
Sir,
Is it not possible for you to understand another tongue? You would do it, sir, really?
What is the acquisition of this gentleman?
of Laertes.
His purse is empty. All golden words are spent.
Okay.
I know you are not ignorant.
No, sir.
You are not ignorant of what excellence Laertes is.
Oh, I dare not confess that.
I mean, sir, for his weapon, but in the imputation laid on him by them, in his meed he's unfellowed.
And what is his weapon?
Rapier and dagger.
That's 2 weapons.
The king, sir, hath laid that in a dozen passes between yourself and him, he shall not exceed you 3 hits. He hath laid on 12 for 9, and it would come to immediate trial if your lordship would vouchsafe the answer.
How if I answer no?
I mean, my lord, the opposition of your person in trial.
Well then, seems that I will do exactly as the king says is every command.
Shall I redeliver you even so?
Yes. Tell him.
I commend my duty to your lordship.
This lapwing must ride with a shell on his head.
Shall do as the king says. If I do not, maybe I do not. I've been in continual practice ever since Laertes went to France. Therefore, I'm better. However, if I do lose, there's nothing to say except in the odds and maybe a few odd hits, but so for now, if I do it now, it will not come. It's just not now. We're to be times, and it's not the times, and not to say now. Now is to say not.
My lord, if you dislike anything, obey it. I'll tell them you're not fit.
No, no. You must do it now. I said now.
Come, Hamlet, come. Take this hand.
My friend, Laertes. Sorry, pardon to me, sir. I've done you wrong. Pardon, as you are a gentleman, and thou dost wish to know what made me come so
I am not worried. I've seen you both. He is better. We have therefore not.
Well, let's see then. Come, sir.
Come, my lord.
A hit, a very palpable hit.
Well, again.
Our son shall win! Let me see the wine. Can't get a glass. In 1, 2. I shall drink to yours. No.
Queen carouses thy fortune, Hamlet.
Now come on, sir! Quick! Again!
Look to the queen there! Ho! We must hold tight, go with it, my lord. How is the Laertes?
It's the thrilled. I'm not no treachery. That's the queen.
She simply cites the shed of blood.
My sweet Hamlet, mother. Hamlet. The drink. The drink. I have poison.
Poison? Poison? Treachery! Say it out, villainy! Lock the doors! There's a villain within the room. What's wrong? The queen. It is here, Hamlet. Hamlet. That art slain. No medicine of the world would be good. Indeed, we have nerve but 30 minutes to live. Thy queen is poisoned. No, here I lie, never to wake again. I can't no more. The king's to blame.
You say venom and sword? Well then, venom too.
Friends! Protect me!
And here, some poison fruit. Follow my mother.
You just deserve. It is God's holy wisdom that you do good. You stand forgiveness, but you know what happened. Mind my father's death, come not upon me. Come not upon me.
Join us to make a drink.
Well,
I will follow.
Horatio! Oh! I die, Horatio! Oh, do wretched queen, do. Horatio, you will fail and tremble at this king. The poison is stricken his arrest. You pray me. Who's on it?
Never believe it. I'm more of an antique Roman than a Dane. Here, look, there's a poison.
No! No. No. Oh, man. Horatio. Horatio. The wounded name. King's son, forth dry that breath with pain.
tell my story. As we all do. These. Alas, what warlike noise is this?
Young foreign bra with his army arrives.
Oh no, cracks a noble heart. Good night, sweet prince. And let the angels sing thee to thy rest. Why is the drum come hither?
Where is this sight?
Father of woe or wonder, cease your search.
This quarry cries on heaven. O proud death, that thou so many princes thou shalt so bloodily have struck.
The sight is dismal.
You that I hear arrive, give order that these bodies high in stage be placed to the view. And let me speak to the yet unknowing world how all these things came about. So shall you hear carnal, bloody, and unnatural acts, of accidental judgments, casual slaughters, of death put on by cunning and forced cause, and this upshot, purposes mistook. All this can I truly deliver.
Let us haste to hear it and call the noblest to the audience. For me, with great sorrow I embrace my fortune. I have so rich memories over this land, which now claim to my vantage doth invite me.
That I have also cause to speak, but from his mouth his voice will draw more. Even while men's minds are wild, lest more mischance, and plots and errors happen.
Left four captives, bare helmets, like a soldier to the stage, for it likely been put on most royal troops. First passage, the soldier's music and rites of war speak loudly for him. Take up the bodies. Such a sight as this becomes a field, but this sight shows much amiss. Go! Bid the soldiers shoot.